Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a crouch or a crouching GUI, whatever you call it. So this crouching GUI will let you crouch when you click it, obviously, and it will also let you crouch if you press left control or whatever the key you want to set it up. So I'll have the link in the description of the finished version and the template. The template will just look like this. It looks like the finished version, except you have to code it. If you want to learn how it works, I recommend you code it. You do the template, that way you know how things work. And yeah, and okay, so this one will detect if you are if you are a mobile device or not. So anyways, let's just get into it. So inside our script, we have an animation, which will be your crouching animation. I already have one for you, but I'd say you change it because the animation I made for you, I made it and it's kind of trash. Anyways, let's just get into it. Okay, so local player equals game.players.localPlayer, and we can do local character equals player dot character. Oh, wait. Character, and we're going to need to make a repeat. We're going to need to do repeat wait until until character. The reason why we need to do this is that way the script does not continue before our character has finished loading. So if the script tries to continue before character has not finished loading when we respawn or spawn, it will cause problems because there will be some objects or descendants that won't be loaded yet. So yeah, we just do this to make sure we have our character ready. So now we can do local humanoid equals character dot humanoid, and we can do local animation equals, and there's a function called humanoid called load animation. This is how you load animation. So you want to put this in a variable, I guess. So what this will do is it will load up the animation to the humanoid, and it will return the animation track. So this variable would be an animation track with all the animation properties for the animation track. So let's just do. You probably don't understand what I said, but you can just always look at the developer HUD. But I'm here to help, I guess. So we're going inside here. We're going to put the animation. It must be an object, not an animation ID. So we're going to need to use wait for child animation, because the reason why we put in wait for child is because it will wait till the animation is fully loaded. I think because when I don't do wait for child, it sometimes causes problems, and I think it's because the animation hasn't loaded yet. So we just do wait for child. Just do it. Anyways, let's make a bool value called crouching. Let's set that to false, and let's make a variable, or let's make another variable called speed. Let's set this to 10. Speed will be how fast you will be while you're crouching. So you can't just. So yeah, okay. And is there anything else? Okay, I almost forgot. We need to use user input service. Let's just call it UIS for short. So game get service, user input service. And okay, let's also do local button equals script.parent.activate, which is this image button. Whenever you click on this, it'll do it. And okay, so first thing we want to do is make a function called crouch, and the first thing we're going to do in this function is make the bool of the crouching. We're going to set that to the opposite. So we're going to do not crouching, meaning if crouching is set to false, and it will set it to true, but if this is set to true, it will set it to false. So it's kind of like reversing it, or yeah. So the next thing we need to do is, let's do if crouching then and let's do else. So what this means is, if crouching is set to true, then it will do this, but if crouching is set to false, then it will do that. Okay, so if crouching is set to true, we want to make the animation to play, and if it's okay, so now I want to do humanoid.walk speed equals speed, which is 10, and let's just copy and paste this to here. Now let's stop the animation and set this to 16 because 16 is the default walk speed for our character. So now let's go to user input service dot input began connect function. This is the event, and the variable we will need that we will get from this event is input. So input's pretty much what we inputted. Okay, so we want the key code, which I should put in here. So let's just do local key equals nm dot key code, and we want left control. So let's put speed here. Yeah, just put speed there and separate these so we can change these variables. So let's do if input dot key code equals key, then if we press left control, then it will continue the if statement. Then we want to crouch. Okay, so now if we test this, you won't see me doing this, but I will press left control. This won't work on right control because left control and right control are different. So I'm pressing left control, and okay, so now I'm crouching, but when I press left control again, I'm no longer crouching. I do it again, not crouching. Oh no, not crouching, crouching, not crouching, crouching. So now we want to make this to work. Okay, so now let's just do button dot mouse button 1 up. I don't want to do click because I'm not sure if image button will be able to register. Well, it's just something that happens to mobile devices. Sometimes I think it's image buttons or text buttons. I think it's image buttons only, but if you click on it, it's not gonna think you clicked on it. It's something weird that happens with image buttons. It might confuse you, but it confused me at first. But I realized I can just do mouse button 1 up. So let's just do connect function, and exactly what we can just put crouch. So now we put the function in here. So now, okay, let's test this. Okay, so I'm crouching. Okay, what had just happened here? Okay. What did that happen? Oh, I am, okay. So we don't put that. Please don't make the mistake I did. Okay. So now let's test this. And now I'm clicking this and it's crouching as well. I'm pressing left control now, it's crouching. Okay. And yeah. So now I want to make it towards, if you're on a mobile device, the text won't say left control, it will say touch. So the reason why I would do that because mobile devices cannot don't have a keyboards. So or I mean like devices that don't have a computer, like the default iPad, not the iPad Pro. I think that's the one that has the keyboard. So let's just do let's do if UIS dot touch enabled, then so this means if they don't have a keyboard, then actually let's just put this up here. So okay, so then button dot key text equals let's call this touch. Okay, so now if we would do that, then it should work. So I'm on PC, so it will still say left control. But if I turn on the emulator and change it to the phone, so this is what emulator does is like it shows a preview on what it's gonna look like on different devices. So let's just say mobile device or phone. And okay, okay, let's change. Okay, let's do thumbstick, that way it's not in the way. Okay, why did that happen? Okay, I made a mistake. Sorry guys. Gotta do .text. Don't make the mistake I did, which you probably did because you did this step obviously maybe, or you just skipped through the end of the video. Anyways, now if we touch this, then it will work. And as you can see, now says touch. So now we're crouching. So now, okay, so I'm kind of slow, but when I no longer crouch, I am now faster. Okay, yeah, okay, so now we know that works. I just want to do one more thing that shows if you're crouching or not. We're just going to change this to red if we're crouching and white if we're not. So we're just going to do button dot image color 3 equals color 3 dot new. Let's just do 100. Okay, so now we can, let's also do this to the text. So dot text color 3 equals color 3 dot new. So this means red. Color 3 dot new is different than it's not the RGB system. One means, if this was on the RGB system, one means 255, and yeah, this is just how color 3 works. I might teach this in a different video, in another video that probably won't come out soon. I don't know, but let's just do this because why not? Okay. Okay, so let's test this now. And now it turns red if you're doing it. And now that I think of it, I just want the text to change color. So yeah, the reason why I want it to change color is that way it looks nicer and you have a nicer finished product if you just want to get the final product. Or yeah, I want you to customize this. Please, I beg you, change this animation. It's kind of ew. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you made it to the end, and I hope this is working to you. And you can comment down below if you have any ideas of different tutorials. That helps me think of ideas. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time. See you later.